Shut up and sit down.
Hey everyone, how's it hoppin'? This is the Hop Master here. Today we have a special guest, a big VIP celebrity. We have the Beer Queef in the house, the Master. Today,
Beer Queef in the building.
in the building, actually it's the man cave. This is from the man cave.
Beer Queef in the man cave.
The man cave. He's brought over something that looks awesome. Would you like to say what it is, or do you want me to say what it is? You are the special guest.
Sure, well, this is the Aslin Brewery Unicorn Vomit Triple India Pale Ale, and it's brewed on pounds of fresh watermelon, and it's a heavy hitter coming in at a whopping 12.8% alcohol by volume.
Whopping, ladies and gentlemen.
Aslin is a brewery that's out of Virginia, just so you guys know, and they're brewery only, so one of my friends went down there and actually got this for me, but you won't find this in stores anywhere.
Are you talking about Timmy Jimmy, sir? We like Timmy Jimmy.
Timmy Jimmy.
Yes.
Shout out to Timmy Jimmy.
Shout out to Timmy Jimmy.
He's a little upset with the Beer Queef because I know I haven't done a video on my channel in a while, but I will be back. Fear not.
Fear not. All right.
So you want to talk about can art first, or?
Yeah, we can get into the can art and check out the cool can. I feel like it's one of those pictures that if you look at, you'll see like a hidden picture.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job with their can art. It's not the full label, it's that kind of like a sticker that goes over it, but all of their cans seem to have like some sort of cool design on it.
It's like crazy
So I
patterns.
commend them for that.
I feel like if you have enough to drink and you stare at this, something will jump out at you.
I think that might be the point. You're right on that.
That's crazy. That's like, you ever like the St. Pauli's girl? Remember, you know that beer?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say it because, you know, I'm trying to be clean, but just keep staring at the box as you drink, and I'm telling you, cool things will happen in that picture. All right, let's get down to the pour.
Next to each other.
Very eager you are. I like it.
I'd like a head on mine. You can pour a little more vigorously than that.
I'll give you your head. There you go.
Save some for yourself.
I will save some. It's all good. Give you a little more there. You are the guest. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I like the color.
Nice color. It's hazy. There's some chunks of sediment floating in the bottom there. So it's like a hazy golden straw color.
It's got a little bit of thickness to it, kind of. I like it.
Not too much. Actually, decent amount of lacing on the side of the glass there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but only poured like maybe like a half to one finger head.
That's
so
all right.
So disappointing in that department.
It's all right.
It could be because of the high ABV though.
It could be that. It could be a number of factors. It could be on how much oats they used, what they used. It could be something from the watermelon. It could be a number of different things.
But it is retaining well. The head is retaining.
Oh,
fairly
yeah.
well. It's still sitting there. It didn't dissipate that quickly. So nice color. Really nice color though.
Yeah, I love the way this
It
looks.
doesn't have any kind of pink watermelon color to it, which is surprising.
No, but I think that's because of the malt. The malt takes over.
Takes over, yeah. Just goes right to that
yeah.
golden color. Like
Now, if it was something more like a berry, you'd have that dominant like red color. But with watermelon, the color's not strong enough, I think, to take over like that.
Absolutely.
Should we go in for the nose?
Hey, let's take a smell.
All right. Ooh,
So
I like that.
yeah, I'm getting definitely getting the watermelon in there, but it's not overpowering.
It's very faint.
And definitely getting a little bit of an alcohol-like smell, but a pleasant alcohol-like smell, not like that rubbing alcohol type of smell. And Are you getting that grain smell in there? I don't know how else to explain it. Like a sweet,
Yeah,
malty grain
I'm
kind
getting
of smell.
I'm getting some malt in there. Not like a heavy malt, but I'm getting it in there, and I'm getting a lot of hops, man. The hops they're hopping out of this. I'm
Hopping right out of the glass and into my nose. Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of pine. You get some pine in there?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to put my finger on what hops is in here. And to me, I'm saying it might be mosaic, and I don't think it says, but I'm getting that distinct bubblegum-like scent you get with like a mosaic hop. Would you agree with that, Hop Master?
A little bit, not much, but I think mosaic we can agree on that might be part of it.
What else do you think they have in there?
I think there might be a little citron.
Absolutely, I'd agree. I agree. It's definitely a citrus hops in there, and I think they might have did that to complement with the watermelon.
What are the chances that there's Simcoe in here? I'm tasting something a little bit. I don't want to say it's not
You
exactly.
tasted yours already?
No, like smelling. Excuse me.
Okay, you should. Okay, my bad.
Not like almost not like dank, but do you get that like earthy, floral kind of like aroma from the hop coming through the hop?
A
That
little
they
bit
use?
of like a piney smell. I think that it takes a backstage. The citrus, and the watermelon aromas really take the center stage here. But I do, if you really dig for it, you can get a piney smell in the background. So they might use some sort of variation of Simcoe or something like that. Maybe just as an aroma hop or something. But we haven't tasted it yet, so. I'm gonna dive in and have a taste.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. Like, we got to do this.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to all you viewers. Oh wow! I get a light, like Jolly Rancher kind of taste in the background.
Yeah, definitely you getting that watermelon right up front. It's definitely the prominent flavor. I never thought about it. It does taste a little bit like a Jolly Rancher watermelon.
On the back.
But once again, it is fresh watermelon. So it's
right. It's not like they're
fresh
using a syrup, but it reminds me. I'm getting like a little bit of that.
Now, what does that mean if it's conditioned on watermelon? Does that mean that they're like dry hopping with watermelon, or?
No, I mean, there's different ways to do it. You could add the watermelon into the boil at the end of the boil, and then sometimes you can add it when you're bottling it or kegging it. You could put it right into sanitize it, boil it, and then just add it directly to the beer. Again, you do it 2 times so the flavor comes through more. It depends how much of the flavor you want to get. From a home brewer point of view, that's what most home brewers would do. So it works the same way, just on a bigger scale.
Definitely some sort of variation of that going on, but it is fresh watermelon they use in here, and you can taste it. Prominent flavor there.
The hops are coming through. I love the way the hops come through on this beer. Like it's good because you don't want any beer with fruit. You don't want the fruit to be too dominant because then it.
Absolutely, seems to be the right amount, but at the same time, you don't want it to be where it's not enough fruit. I hate these beers. It says there's, passion fruit or whatever in it, and you drink it and you don't even taste it. It's like, where is it? You could taste it in this one, but at the same time, it's not overpowering, and I think it's balanced nicely by the hops they use. Are you getting that bubblegum taste also? Like I mentioned something with the aroma of the bubblegum. I'm really getting the bubblegum. But everybody's taste buds are different.
I get it a little bit now, especially that the beer is warming up. I feel like the flavors are mellowing and kind of spreading out a little bit more. Because sometimes when IPAs, they come out ice cold, you don't taste everything as much. But once the beer settles down a little bit and warms up, the profile changes a little bit, as it does with stouts and also bourbons. But
now this is a 12.8er, and it tastes to me like a 5%er, and the mouthfeel is just incredible. I mean, it's smooth. There's some real small, light carbonation bubbles going on there, which adds to the mouthfeel a little bit.
Yeah, the mouthfeel on this is superb. It's extremely smooth, and these would be crushable. I mean, you wouldn't get up the next morning, but you would crush them and be like, oh yeah, this is fine. And then an hour later, you'd be passed out on the couch somewhere. But
and now as it's warming, I think it's even adding to the flavor a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so well balanced.
It's starting to mellow out now, and I think once you let, especially some of these higher ABV beers, breathe a little bit, it balances itself out even if it is boozy, which this beer is not. I'm just saying, in general, if you have something a little more boozy, like Clown Shoes or something like that, and you let it sit, it'll probably mellow out a little bit more as well.
Absolutely, and you see myself and Hop Master swirling our glasses around. Not only does that help with releasing some of the aromas, but I think it helps release some of the flavors in there too, don't you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're mixing everything. Don't forget, there's
Sediment
a little
at
bit
the
of sediment
bottom.
at the bottom. So now
Yeah.
you'll ever
That's some
notice
flavor too.
if you get the sediment towards the, as you say, like the backwash of the glass, and you have that sediment, you know, it changes everything. So if you drink the sediment with the beer, you get more sediment with the beer, in the pour.
Excuse me. Beer Queef apologizes.
That was awesome. Crystal's gonna like that. Anyway,
Now,
Yeah.
one other thing I wanted to just ask you your thoughts on. The grain bill they use in this, I commend them. I think it complements well with not only the amount of alcohol in it, but the fruit flavors. What do you think kind of grain bill they're using? Do you think there's some variation of oats in here?
you have to use oats. Well, you don't have to, but definitely it's like the way to go is to use flake oats. That's what gives it, look at that nice creaminess, just it sits
That
on top of
creaminess,
it.
yeah, exactly.
You can see it. It's like that silkiness, and like you said, you get the lace. That's that's definitely from a contribution from the oats in itself, and it gives you that creamy, smooth, easy to drink kind of thing. And I'm thinking that they're using a lot more oats in this that they would for some of their other beers, maybe to help hide the alcohol. I mean, the fruit juice and everything else helps mellow it out, but I think when you add all that oats, that makes it easier to drink. So it's like, oh, this is easy to drink. You might taste the alcohol.
And just the flavor of the actual the grain or whatever they use in there, I think is really good. It's rich, but it's not overpowering. Almost reminds me of like a piece of buttered white bread or something. And I think it just complements well.
You're
with
saying the aroma?
well, just the flavor of the grain base in this, the malt base. I think is good. It's a rich flavor, but it's a light flavor. It's not heavy.
I'm trying to put my mind on what kind of grains this could be. Trying to go by the color, but they add
Like a real light grain almost. You know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of these beers, like your main base would be like a 2-row. So I'm sure there is definitely 2-row in here. I'm just not sure what percentage of 2-row. But yeah, I would say like it's probably a decent amount of 2-row or something closely similar to it.
And that is probably one of the best beers I've ever had in my life because it's gone.
Yes, and
10 out of 10, if you ask me. What do you think, Hot Master?
well, I do 5 out of 5,
I apologize.
but 10 out of 10 is
5 out of
same
5.
idea. So
Would you give it a 5 out of 5? I would.
I would absolutely give it a 5 out of 5, and I think my food has arrived. Our food has arrived. So this is the Hop Master saying, here concludes another review. Keep on hopping and
Beer Queef out.